We will start.
I think, Ramaya, we can start. People will keep on joining.
Okay, fine. So, good morning, everybody. Uh, Small introduction from my end. So, as you all know, I'm Rumaya. I am a coach who's working with SugarFit from a couple of years. So, I am residing in Bangalore and I have done my master's from nutrition background and hold an experience of 16 years. So my expertise has been dealing all clinical conditions from pediatrics to geriatrics. There are very good success stories with sugar-fit clients who have reversed their diabetes and who are kind of like working towards reversal. But everybody experience a better quality of life. So I expect you all are like experiencing in a similar manner. Today, I am here to talk about a very like interesting topic, mangoes. It is in the season. It is a hot topic. A lot of you might be having a lot of queries on this specific subject. So the king of fruit is called mango. So I'm going to talk about this. In the coming 20-25 minutes, I will explain to you a little details and little facts and myths about mangoes. Towards the end, I will be taking up all your queries and questions. So feel free to drop in all your queries and questions on the chat window so that once I finish presenting, I will take them up as well. So we will start with certain questions. I want you all to be active and answer these questions on the chat window. Let me know what you feel. So this is a basic question. Can people with diabetes have mango? Tell me yes or no. I would definitely be looking at your messages. So I would want to know what you all think. Okay, so nice. Answers are coming in. A lot of them are saying yes, want it to be yes. Okay, great. So, yeah, you can definitely eat. A diabetic patient can eat mango. Otherwise, also everybody can eat mango. How much mango can a diabetic take? So, there is one slice, there is one mango. I would again want the answers to come in on the chat, A or B. Okay, A, I see one slice. Okay, A, one mango. Okay, great. Okay, let me show you the answer. Yeah. So we can eat, definitely the answer for these questions, you will be getting it as we are moving further. But to tell you, yes, a diabetic patient can eat mango. And how much mango can a diabetic take? Definitely one slice is the serving size, standard serving size, which you can take. If you take one mango, what happens? I'm going to discuss about that as well. So let's understand what is the nutritional quality of the mango. So if you see here on the screen, so 1 cup, that is 165 grams of sliced mango, contains the highlight is 22.5 gram of sugar. But then just not that, the 22.5 grams of sugar is catering to 25 grams of carbohydrate, which is completely present in a mango, like in 1 cup. Apart from that, it also gives you 1.4 grams of protein, zero point 0.6 grams of fat, 2.6 grams of fiber, and overall 99 calories. So it's not very ideal with regard to protein or with regard to healthy carb or with regard to fiber. But then the good part is, in spite of giving you like 99 or 100 calories, 25 grams is coming from carbohydrate section. That is 22.5 gram is coming from the sugar, the fructose content, and 2.6 gram is coming from the fiber. So we know that, okay, protein, fiber, and carbohydrate is giving us 4 kilocalories, and fat will be giving us 9 kilocalories. The fat percentage is very, very less in the mango slice or 1 cup of mango, that is 0.6 grams. So this is generally like for you to understand. For example, if you are referring how many calories to eat, like you are wanting to have 100 or 150 calories as a snack, so you can always opt for 1 cup of sliced mango, might be 50 more calories can come in through nuts and seeds. So that will be a very good combination and a very good healthy snack which you can have in between your meals. And then what happens with the sugar which is present in the mango definitely increases your blood sugar values. The fiber which is present in the mango slows absorption of sugar. So this is for you to understand what component has what action to play. So we all know the carbohydrate or the sugar content which is present in any food you eat will cater to increase in blood sugar levels. So whenever we eat anything apart from water, we all know that our blood sugar level rises. So, to what extent it rises, which is considered healthy, which is not considered unhealthy, we definitely have a knowledge about it. And what happens with fiber? Because we say that okay, everybody, please start your food with fiber section, or the largest like food content which gives us fiber is definitely our vegetables. So we ask everybody to eat the vegetables in the beginning. Why do we like say that? Because it slows the absorption of sugar. Whatever is present in the blood, it kind of like the slow absorption happens because of the fiber present in it. So there is fiber in your mango of sugars. And there is also antioxidants, which reduces the stress response. So, like many of us feel that way, okay, if we are stressed or if we are like not feeling too good, when you eat something which is sweet or when you eat mango for that matter, because it's in the season, you kind of like feel better because it reduces the stress response. So there are good benefits by eating mango as well. It's not always like blood sugar increase. Definitely it does, but if it happens in a very limited way, then we need not have to like too much worry about it. Also, I'm very eager to know how many of you know what is the glycemic index of mango. So please drop in your messages. Let me see how many of you know what is the glycemic index and how much is the glycemic index of a mango. 55, more than 50, I don't know, 100. Okay. Nice. Very nice to see everybody are proactive and listening to what I am talking. So great. Let me tell you, the glycemic index of mango is not very high. It is, in fact, 51, which is considered as normal, which is considered as towards the lower end. So anything above 55 is considered high, though the glycemic index of mango is considered still 51. So now let's see what are the some of the popular mango varieties of India. So what you find in the market, which ones you will find in which season or which month. Let's see. So to begin with, I think in the beginning of like mango season, we see Alfonso, which is from the Ratnagiri. So we find this already. We are looking. Alfonso mango is available in the market. So it is usually available in the month of May. Then there is Kesar. It is again very famous in Gujarat. Gujarati belt has this production. So June, July are the months where you can see this variety of mangoes. Chausia you see in UP, Uttar Pradesh. July to August is the months when you see, okay, this crop is out in the market. The sherry again, this is usually from Lucknow. You see in the month of June and July. Badami, this is our state, Karnataka state mango. You see this already in the market. May to July, you see the production and the uh, like the stock is available. And then there is Langrad from Varanasi. Mid July to August, you will see the stock of these mangoes. Totapuri, again, Bangalore, you see in the month of June and July. We already see very small varieties of Totapuri, but then in June, July, next month onwards, you will see a good variety of Totapuri in the market. Then there is Benganpalli or Safeda Aam, which is again available in Andhra Pradesh. You will see these varieties in the month of April and June. And there is Neelam, which is usually from Hyderabad. In the month of May, from the month of May to July, you will see the availability or stock. Himsagar from West Bengal, again from May to June, you can see the variety of this arm. Then there is Paheri, again, this is from Gujarat. You can see the availability in the month of from the month of May till June. And Malgova, again, this is from Tamil Nadu state. You will see the availability from May to July. So these are very like simple varieties of mangoes which are available. There are hundreds of more varieties which you come across. But these are simpler ones which you can easily find in the market. So to give you a little idea on glycemic index and glycemic load of different mangoes, what is glycemic index? So basically when you eat a certain food, at what speed your glucose level, increases, or how soon does the food give you glucose into the blood is called glycemic index. And for how long it remains in the blood, the glucose is called glycemic load. So if you see different varieties of mangoes, like Alfonso has 51 glycemic index and 5.9 glycemic load. So usually the average GI or glycemic index of the mango is between 51 to 56. So I could see most of them have, you guys have like answered it right. So I saw the answers saying 50, 55. So usually different mangoes have different glycemic index. So Alfonso has 51, Kesar has 51, Chosia has 56, the Sherry 55, Malgova 52, and raw mango 51. Accordingly, glycemic load, as I said, for how long does your glucose remain to be on higher end? That is nothing but glycemic load. So if you see, most of the mangoes have lesser than 10 glycemic load is considered okay. So 5.9, Alfonso, Kesar 6.3, the Sherry 5, Malgoa 5.18, raw mango 6 is still good. But Chosia is something which has very high glycemic load. So if you eat this variety of mango, you know that, okay, for a long period of time, sugar levels are not going to dip down. So you have to be very particular on the quantity, how much you eat at once. So this is nothing but glycemic index. So how fast the glucose releases, and the glycemic load is for how long does the glucose remain on higher end. It might not give you a spike as soon as you eat. So Chosia आम when you have, आपको लगेगा कि okay, this is not increasing my sugars, but then be careful क्योंकि glycemic load ज़्यादा है. So for a long period of time, your sugars might remain on higher end. In spite of going for a walk, in spite of doing certain things or taking medications, it's still not coming down. Then you know that, okay, glycemic load of certain food is comparatively high. Glycemic index जिसका high होता है, वो quickly it will give the rise, but then it will come down also very quickly. So apart from glycemic index and the glycemic load, what you really have to keep in mind is about the quantity of food you are eating. Okay. And then certain very interesting facts of mangoes. So it is considered for us national fruit. And also not only in India, it is also considered as a national fruit in Pakistan and Philippines. So India, as I said, has more than 1,500 varieties of mangoes with unique taste and flavor. So I did speak about very few commonly named mangoes where most of us would have tasted all the varieties. It's just that the slight flavor and taste kind of like distinguished from each other. So that's how the varieties come into picture. And how does it like really beneficial by eating mango? What happens? It helps in maintaining a clear and bright skin because of the carotenoids present in it, which is again an antioxidant. And it gives us good amount of vitamin C, which is required. Almost 100% of vitamin C required. We will get it in mango during the season. So it's very important seasonal fruits to be consumed rather than paying too much of like money and eating fruits which are not in season might not be very beneficial. Instead, you might be like risking paying more money, that is for the preservatives or whatever they are using to increase the shelf life. You will be spending, you will be like unnecessary spending from your pocket to get that. Rather, stick to what is reasonably available in the season for lesser prices, which will bring in a lot of health benefits as well. And then there are also vitamins and minerals which helps in boosting our immunity. So mango comes with a good amount of calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, iron, zinc, vitamin A, E, C, and K as well. So, one more interesting fact is soaking mango. I think traditionally we all do it. Most of us know that, okay, soaking mango is good. But then soaking mango specifically in chilled water for some time reduces the impact of phytic acid, which is naturally present in the mango. So, what happens when the impact of phytic acid reduces? It is really good for your gut, because otherwise mangoes can like disturb the gut. People who are having gut issues like IBS or celiac or any other issue might feel really like irritated quickly when they eat mangoes. The one hack which you all can follow is soak it at least for 30 minutes to 1 hour in like a little bit chilled water, or put some ice cubes into the water where you are soaking your mangoes. So you see that your gut is tolerating mangoes in a better way, because the impact of phytic acid is very, very minimal, or like no, I would say. And one more thing is, a lot of people say it is heat if I eat mangoes. There are a lot of breakouts which are coming into picture because I'm eating a lot of mangoes. So you see that skin also starts to show up if you eat a lot of mangoes. That is basically again due to the phytic acid which is naturally present in mangoes. To lessen the impact, you can always follow this hack of soaking your mangoes in chilled water for a while. And then the drawbacks of mangoes, not many, but definitely you should know that it might end up giving you some kind of like latex allergies, causing itchiness and anaphylaxis. So basically, it might give you a little bit of like swelling in your throat, or there might be some people who are really allergic to mangoes can have breathing difficulties, can have like breakouts or like swelling on the face, on the body, on the hands, legs as well. So be careful. You should know that, okay, if you're allergic or not before you are including mangoes in your regular diet. And overconsumption can definitely lead to increase in sugar levels. Very, very important. So the quantification of food is highly important, especially when we talk about fruits. The very important component is moderation. Lesser the portion, you will see the better outcome. So health benefits you will be able to see if you take it in moderation. If you think it is good and if you start to include more than what is required at time, then you will start to see ill impact on your health, and can increase heat in the body, causing pimples on the face. I just spoke about this. So, due to the phytic acid which is naturally present, you will see breakouts coming into picture if you eat too much of mangoes. So, to avoid the drawbacks, simple answer is moderation. Look at the portion sizes. So again, if consumed in excess, can cause weight gain, because you already saw the nutritional information of a mango. Like 1 cup of mangoes, how many calories you're getting? You're easily getting 100 calories from 1 cup of mango. So if you like go ahead with by eating 2, 3 mangoes in a day, then you know how many calories you're getting in from there. So the whole day's food can be like replaced with mango calories. But again, that is not a healthy way of doing it, because it is giving you majorly carbohydrate section, or the sugar content is coming in there. So people who are looking at their weight as a priority, be very careful, because this is a fruit which gives you high sugars and calories. Can also trigger IBS. This is one of the drawback of mango. I told you already, gut issues, people who are having a very sensitive gut have to be very, very particular about mangoes. So quantities has to be very, very minimal to avoid the drawbacks. So again, one question, just like a mind test here. So I would want answers on the chat window. So please tell me which variety of mango is called the king of mangoes. So we know the king of fruit is mango. Okay, I can see the answer coming in. Okay, all okay. Okay, I see the right answer mostly. It is Alfonso. You're right. So Alfonso variety is called King of Mangoes. So that is how the season also begins. You see, Alfonso is largely available in the market as soon as the mango season commences. So which variety is this? If you can see the picture and tell me. I have already shown you this in the varieties section as well when I spoke about different varieties which are available. So this is from Karnataka. Okay, let me see if all of you are messaging. Yes, some of you are getting it right. Yeah, it is totapuri. So totapuri is this mango which was seen in the picture. So what is this mango called? The mango dasheri is also having a different name, commonly called as what? So in the region where it is like commonly available, I would definitely want to know. People from north. Yes, I think Mrs. Tahira Begum has answered right. Salu, yes. It is called Chusne Wale Aam. So different names definitely come into picture. And yeah, I would want an answer for this as well. I hope you all know by now what is the right way of taking mangoes. So there is A in the like slices or in the cubes way, or B in a juice or milkshake way. So what is the right way? Really nice to see a lot of you like are answering. I want every one of you. There are like more than 150 people on the call, but I see answers only from like 20 of them or something. Everybody, come on, be active. Okay. Okay. The right answer is coming into picture. It's A. Definitely slicing it out or eating it in cubes is considered very, very healthier compared to the juice variety. I mean, it again simplifies to all the other fruits as well. Rather than in juice form, in liquid form, it is always better to eat in a chewable form. So the next question here, which antioxidant is found in mangoes? If you all were attentive, I did mention which antioxidant was present. So I need answer. Yeah? Is the answer coming? Okay, let me check. No, nobody has given me answer till now. What is the antioxidant which is present in mangoes? Carotenoids. I did mention. No, not anthocyanin, magnesium, no. Okay, carotenoids is the antioxidant which is present, which does help in good skin, good hair, and all of those things. So now a very interesting fact, and I know all of you are waiting how to incorporate mangoes, especially diabetic friendly, how to go about it. So consuming only when sugars are stable. So now what is stable? So we all know what is the safe range. So fasting, what is the safe range? Anybody who are having glucose levels of 80 to 100 in the fasting value, definitely your sugars are, we can consider that as stable. And postprandial, if it is within 140 range, then we know that, okay, your sugars are stable. Then you can definitely need not have to think a lot before eating mangoes. But then a person whose sugars are already on very high range, you are eating even a small portion, which we consider as 100 to 150 gram, might end up giving you a spike. Because I told you, any food apart from water, when you eat, gives rise to blood sugar levels. Okay, how much rice is considered healthy? 40 to 50 units from whatever sugars you have. Like, for example, a person is having 100 blood sugar level before they eat mango. It can go up to 140, which is still considered fine, safe range, right? So anytime the value is going beyond 160, 170, 180, then we know, okay, this is not healthy. We need to really take care of it. So how do we go about the portions, types, time? What is the form? I did ask you all the questions. Most of you know the answers for all of these. So 1 to 2 slices twice a week you can definitely eat during the season, because every day if you eat same micronutrient you will be getting, not a major benefit to your body. So always have variety of fruits throughout the week. So during mango season, definitely once or twice a week you can all enjoy your mangoes, keeping sugars in mind. If they are in like safe range, 100 to 150 grams of edible portion you can have. And then what type of mangoes should you really consider? You should see that, okay, it should not be too sweet or soggy. It can be a little tangier as well. Mangoes should be firm. When they are firm, that you then you know that okay, they are not too ripe, because too much of ripening again increases the glucose portion in it and increases the glycemic index as well. It will release glucose as soon as you eat. Even though small portion you eat, you tend to get like a lot of rise in sugar levels. And then low GI, I did show you which are the mango variations which have lesser glycemic index, so consider them. Badami or Karnataka Alfonso are supposed to be considered better compared to other varieties. So during the day or mid-meal snack is when the best time to consume your mangoes. I told you as a snack, you can always tag it with some portion of nut and seed. Like for example, 100 to 150 calories is for your snack. Then between your breakfast and lunch, you would want to have a snack, or you want to cut down few calories from breakfast and few calories from lunch, and you want to eat it mango as a snack for those calories which you have compromised. You can always do that mid morning or mid evening in the daytime. Definitely avoid doing post meal sugar craving or fruit craving and then having mango as a dessert, because that is not at all suitable for a diabetic patient, because already there is a glucose surge which is coming into picture because of the food you have eaten. On top of that, even if you eat a smallest portion of mango, you will see additional spike which is coming into picture. So be very particular that you आप अगर आम खाना है तो आप बीच में खाने पीने के आपके मील्स के बीच में यू आर टेकिंग द पोर्शन ऑफ आम, बट अगेन विथ अ स्मॉल पोर्शन ऑफ नट एंड सीड, क्योंकि हेल्दी फैट कार्बोहाइड्रेट के साथ लेने से द रिलीज ऑफ ग्लूकोज फ्रॉम द कार्बोहाइड्रेट इज बिकमिंग अ लिटिल स्लो प्रोसेस. And the form in which you have to take is slice or cube, with proteins like egg, paneer, handful of nuts and seeds, with high fiber food like salads, beans, and berries. These are all the combinations which you can try. There are different ways of including mangoes in your daily routine. अगर हम इस इन चीजों के साथ, जैसे हाई फाइबर फूड के साथ या फिर प्रोटीन रिच फूड के साथ अगर हम ले रहे हैं, then you will not be able to see a major spike. For people who are having slightly higher range of sugars also, if you do the combination right, then you will not see a major spike or the impact coming into your health. So खाने पीने के साथ I told you, with heavy meal definitely try not to include mango. There are a lot of families, they have a habit of eating mango with the food, with the meal, as a side, as a snack. Please don't do that. Eat it in between your meal timing. Especially when you are diabetic, don't include it along with your meals. As a juice, as a shake, definitely not. Rather, cut the mangoes and try to eat it in a slice or a cube. Ripe or very soft mangoes, I told you what happens. They become very, very juicy, and the glycemic index, as it is, they are slightly on higher end, and it increases furthermore. So try not to have mango in these forms, rather have it in a slice or chopped form. So how to understand like which are the mangoes which are naturally ripened, which are not chemically ripened, because we get confused with mango availability and the varieties and which one to pick, which one to not to pick. So how do we do a little simple test? So you see that if the mangoes are sinking in water, I told you always soak the mango to decrease the phytic acid component. So if the mangoes are sinking in water, then you know it is naturally ripened. If they float in water, then there is a lot of like coating which comes into the mangoes. Very simple and effective way to understand if it is chemically free. Do this exercise. And then green color is patchy, clearly distinguished from yellow. You see on top it is completely green, and then towards the bottom it is completely yellow. If you feel it's very distinguished, it's not uniformly like there, but uniform blend of green and yellow is still considered naturally ripened. But if you see very distinguished patchy appearance, then you know that it is chemically ripened. And when you eat it, usually chemically ripened mangoes will give you a sense of burning on taste buds. And then in the naturally ripened mangoes, you don't have any burning sensation. So a lot of times, this is how you actually distinguish between chemical inclusion or not. and will be less juicy. It will be like very, very hard, even though mango is very soft from outer area. If you remove the skin, you see inside it is not too juicy and it is kind of like hard. Then you know it's chemically ripened, it's naturally not ripened. So here a few mango recipes. Again, mango black bean salad, mango quinoa salad, mango vegetable salad, mango salsa, mango almond smoothie. And then there is mango chia seed curd pudding, mango popsicle you can make and eat, mango oats pudding, khatta meetha mango curry, mango paneer pudding. So the very simple ones I have mentioned here. So you can always go back to the combination. So if you remember here, I was talking about like eggs and paneers and handful of nuts and seeds you can incorporate, or you can also have with different other vegetables and beans like rajma, chana, chole. These kind of things can also be added with mangoes to make like nice tangy salad. And raw mangoes can definitely be incorporated to make your salad variation. If you don't like too much of sweetness, then use raw mangoes as well. Okay, these are very simple recipes which have been mentioned here. I will share this presentation as well. You can go through the recipes and you can try incorporating them. So, what are the four takeaways M's of mango? So, moderation is the key. Always remember how much you eat and how frequently you eat. Modification, definitely, I told you till now, like how to eat mango. When you combine it with something which gives you protein and fiber, or you are eating in sliced or cube form, it is definitely far more better than the liquid form. And then eating in mid meal time, not along with the meals or not soon after the meals, but definitely you're waiting, giving a small gap, and you're eating in the daytime mango and during my mid meal is far more beneficial. And then, very important, mindful of the timing, of the quantity, and about your current sugars. Look into इन सबको देख के you should decide के okay कितना खाना चाहिए, कब खाना चाहिए, कैसे खाना चाहिए. All these M's are very important. So yeah, we come towards the end of information on mangoes. I hope this was being helpful. Now let me look at all your questions. Okay, can we have mango shake without sugar? If you were listening, I think mangoes are best to be consumed if they are sliced or cube form rather than juice form. क्योंकि juice form में क्या होता है? You grind it and you gulp it down in a short period of time. So that's how it creates a lot of pressure on your glucose levels. So rather than making like a juice or a shake or whatever it is, I would say eating it mango as it is, sprinkling some nuts and seeds on top would be the best way to go ahead.
And I just also want to add up that, the milk what you are using in the mango shakes, they have the sugar itself, which is lactose. Again, the mango has their own sugar, and including both, it makes it very high in the glucose and fructose, which is again, both sugar, lactose, and lactose from the milk, and again, fructose from the mango. So they will increase your overall glycemic load, giving you a very drastic spike. So instead of that, you can go with these preparations. You can, if you would like to really add up with some milk and all, or otherwise you can go with the yogurt, you can make a sort of smoothie bowl in the morning, or you can also try the almond milk smoothie with the mangoes. We can prepare the puddings again. That's also one of the good way to incorporate mangoes, but make sure load it with seeds, nuts. You incorporate some seeds before that, or you have some protein rich food. That's why having the mango after the meals gives lesser spike than having it before the meals or with the meals.
I think Mrs. Aisha have is been asking on how much nuts quantity. Nuts quantity has to be very, very mindful, Mrs. Aisha. I think if you are taking 1 cup of mango, 1 to 2 teaspoon of nuts or seeds can be incorporated along. Rather than nuts, I would say including sprinkling some chia seeds on top or eating roasted pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds would be really helpful. Or even hemp seeds for that matter, 1 teaspoon if you sprinkle it, that would be good.
I
So
just want to correct over here, Rumaya, but please ensure everyone is like soaking the chia seeds. When you are taking the chia seeds, please don't use it raw. Use it in a soak form. We have seen many incidences where chia seeds get swelled up in the gut or sometimes in the throat, giving you the choking sensation, also leading to a lot of inflammation and bloating in the gut. So make sure the chia seeds is always soaked and then used. Don't use it raw. Don't sprinkle it directly on the food. It creates a lot of issues what we have observed. So please be mindful about it.
yeah, you can soak it might be on regular basis, 2 teaspoon of chia seeds, and you can always have that like on the fruit whenever you eat, or just before the meal. Also, if you're doing chia seed water, then you can add that 1 teaspoon of soaked chia seeds, add it into 1 cup of water, and you take that. So Mr. Aslam is asking, can I have full mango if I skip the lunch or dinner with protein? So again, it depends how your sugar levels are, Mr. Aslamji. One full mango will come with a lot of carbohydrate, a lot of sugar in it. So how do you work on balance? So the protein content, what you eat along, also should be like in good portion. So rather than like doing that, I would say eat a smaller portion, but eat it with protein or with fiber, and side by side might be your protein and fiber can go slightly higher compared to the mango portion. So you want to
Also
go.
try one more thing, Rumaya. Like, how about like, they can work along with their coaches to see that, what is the pre-meal reading, what is the post-mango reading, how much spikes they are getting. And it's good to know your body to experiment and understand. Because sometimes, when we say we might be sounding very rude or we might be, you feel like we are stopping you. But it's good to understand your own body type, to understand what are your sugar levels pre-meal, post-meal, and then take the help of your coach, experiment 2 3 times in different meals. That's what I do with my all my clients, and I'm sure that helps because everybody is very very different. Their body, their system reacts in a different way. So it's good to like understand your body type, experiment with the coach, and then take a call. I hope it makes sense, right? So please do experiment.
Yeah, because your specific coach will know all the history about you. They will know what is the HbA1c. They will know pre and post meal spikes or readings. They will understand so much better, and they can guide you like at a very individual level, which will be far more beneficial for you. I think including mango with other fruits definitely is good. Like a mixed fruit bowl as a snack is good, but then be mindful on the portions. Like if you